Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back over here with another 12-12-80 siege battle for you today, and this is another historical one as we recreate the siege of Dongola, fought in 1276 AD between the armies of the Kingdom of Mercuria and the Mamluk Sultanates. This is the Mamluk Sultanate invasion of the Kingdom of Mercuria and eventual annexation, or well, really more vassalization of the Kingdom of Mercuria. So we're going to see whether they can do it once again, but it's awesome, to be honest, as a siege battle, because we're going to see a faction that we don't often see, which is the Kingdom of Mercuria. I mean, we don't often see this faction ever in custom battles and streams, in like historical battles, anything like that. So it's certainly going to be interesting to see them in action. I mean, very, very different sort of faction. This sort of like East African sort of nation. These Buckner warband getting ready, the light melee infantry. They are already engaging actually over here against the Mamelukes, who are much more heavily armored. I mean, these ones aren't. They're light melee infantry themselves, so I mean, they're going to have a rough time. But I mean, they've got some pretty nasty units on here. They've got dismounted Mamelukes down here. I mean, they've got Tabadoria, decent Cav as well. But yeah, it's certainly going to be an interesting one, that is for sure. But yes, if you want to get involved in some of these 1212 AD historical scenarios, then feel free to join my Discord. The link's down below in the description. And if you want to get involved and feature on the channel, best place to do so is to join the Discord. But yes, as you can see here, we already have Mushat al-Jund landing on the wall here, taking on some Nubian spear tribesmen. So it should be interesting to see how this one goes. That is for sure. I'm not really sure how these units are going to, how well they are going to fight. Like I said, I've never really seen Mercuria in action. But I have a feeling, knowing how light, medium, and heavy units are, I mean, these are light units here. They're actually tier 3. I don't know if you were supposed to bring these, because this is a sort of a tier 1 sort of battle, I would have said, with it being 1276. But maybe that was a little bit of a mistake. But I'd imagine that these light infantry units are probably going to struggle here against the Musat al-Jund, Mushat, I should say. Because, I mean, they are, much more heavy. They are medium against light. Usually, the mediums should come out on top on that one. But yes, if you're enjoying seeing 1212 on the channel and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show support. It really does help out the channel. And look at that, already first blood to the Kingdom of Mercuria. That Buckner warband there routing the light melee infantry, while they're also getting focused down by dismounted Mamelukes. I mean, they took a lot of casualties, but it worked in the end. But they are losing on the wall over here, it seems. I mean, these guys just remind me of the Zulus a little bit. I mean, they look very much like them. If you've ever seen have you seen the movie Zulu? Kind of remind me of them a little bit. Just need some red coats with some rifles, and there you go. You got Zulu. But there you go. More Mamelukes coming in now. Landing. I mean, we don't often see the Mamelukes either, to be honest. We often see the Abbasids and the Ottomans, lots of most other Muslim nations. But you know what? The Mamelukes don't really get seen. They are a fearsome nation themselves. We've got some pretty nasty cavalry and infantry, like I said, the Tabadoria, very, very nasty. But yeah, it seems as though, look at this, is first wave from the Mamelukes. I mean, even the Mushat al-Jund here really struggling. They're taking on Nubian frontier guardsmen. They're a light melee infantry. They are actually surrounding spears now on the wall. This is a problem for the Nubians. Yeah, they're going to break, I think. It seems like there's a lot of breaking starting to happen on this wall here. We are seeing cavalry, by the way, outside the wall here. I mean, the cav for the Nubians is pretty good. I mean, this is an Arab horseman unit that's pretty okay, but we've got some Sudanese Shiites here, and these are very nasty. I mean, heavily armored, big spears. I mean, look at the spearhead on that. It's a huge spearhead, but yeah, these are very nasty. And we've got some Elodian heavy cav as well, which also look pretty nasty. I would be very scared of seeing this guy charge at me. I would be. I'd run for my life. But yeah, they are outside. They are doing a little bit of a sally out at the moment. We've got some Mamelukes over here. Ready, some hybrid cavalry here. We've got trebuchets as well. Nafatoons. We've got some crossbows. Lots of stuff still waiting to come in. But lots of wavering and breaking going on along the line. It seems as though a lot of Mamelukes are starting to break in this first wave. Settlement's also on fire. On fire. At 1%. Not really doing anything too much yet. But as you can see here, they have actually taken this gate. Really well done here. We've got some Rama al-Jund, some Mameluke spears here. They've taken the taking the walls, or the gates. Looking very, very nice. They should be able to hold it for a little while. The Mamelukes still losing in this fight here. Look at this. These Nubian Frontier Guardsmen, you know what? They're not messing about. They are not messing about. The men starting to break. Already they're assaulting this sort of like next layer over here. Well, they're not quite actually. Nubian Quilted Spears. Another medium spear unit. And they're just waiting against these Mushat al-Jund here. So they're just building up a force before they're going to just charge in by the looks of it. Looks like they wanted to deal with maybe everything in this lower tier first. We got some Sudanese sheikhs here. They like might be about to charge somewhere down here. I don't know where exactly. We've got Sudanese slingers here. Oh, they're getting great flanking shots right now into these swords. You can just see as the spears hold the line, and then these I think these are yeah, slingers here, but are the Javis firing behind as well? On these archers firing behind as well. Oh, cavalry now coming, kind of charging into the back of certain troops. Needs to try and get around, do a little flank. There you go. And then you can just hit any of these swords, and here we go. Cavalry charge coming in. Mamelukes did not know what was about to hit them, and to be fair, it hit them pretty slow. It seems like the Nubian sort of cataphract almost. Yeah, heavily armored, and their horses are like padded as well. A decent charge, but nothing like insane. Honestly, I'll get the cav out, maybe try and do another charge. There's a lot of spears down here that you can charge as well. I mean, hit them while they're not looking the right way. Definitely an opportunity there. Oh, and we're seeing a flank going on here. Look at this. Nubian Quilted Spears surrounding. We've got the spears here and some swords of the Mamelukes getting surrounded. And this is not a spot that these Mamelukes thought they'd find themselves in. They're not losing just yet. I mean, spears are not exactly the greatest unit for a flanking move like this, but it's working. Certainly, the Mamelukes seem to getting a move on, trying to support the troops over. I get these swords moving. We've got archers, catapults firing out here, trying to shoot dismounted Mamelukes. I don't think this is really worth it. This trebuchet here should really just either shoot maybe the other trebuchet. Oh, cavalry charge. Oh, they're going for a general as well. As soon as shakes here, trying to go for general, and I mean, it looks like those Arab horse did fail. We're also going to see the other Elodian heavy cav go in. It's going in for archers. That's better. Better use of the cav going after things like archers. That artillery should not be shooting the archers, what I was going to say, because they're really just spaced out. So it's not like catapults rely on like hitting blobs. I don't think this is a good use of the cav though. I mean, this cav here is just getting like swamped now. The general's being attacked. Oh, I think they're shooting him maybe with I don't know, with archers perhaps. What is he? Nubian Bukalari. I like how they use the name Busalari. I like how they use the Roman name. They look like they're sort of like a medium. Yeah, like looks like they have Javis maybe. That's kind of cool. This cav here just kind of been waited. Honestly, it would have been better just to be patient and waited. I mean, there was swords just here waiting. They could have charged these guys and just destroyed them. But yeah, they got themselves killed. They went to try and kill the general. Not a bad move. Didn't really work. Would have been better maybe just sending all the cav to try and do that. It was worth a try. I mean, it seems like they're making progress here as well. Recapturing the gates from the Mamelukes, really nicely done. They are holding the wall over here. It seems like the Mamelukes have plenty of cav this side as well. My gosh. And it seems like they got... So it seems like the only cav they have left now is the two generals for Nubia and the Sudanese sheikhs here, which is inside. Everything else is, yeah, infantry. I mean, we've seen light infantry, but nothing like exactly heavy. Got some Arab infantry up here. These are like the heaviest I've seen yet, medium infantry. But yeah, they're not exactly world renowned, I guess. So just like they're not too scary. Like I said, lots of lights, really, mainly. Nubian quilted infantry. I guess they're pretty decent. Their swords. They look like they're okay. They look like they've got like a spear and a shield and stuff like that. They look like they're going to be okay. But yeah, nothing like heavy. It seems like Mercury doesn't really have much heavy infantry. So that might be a problem when they come up against things like the Tabadria, who actually look like they're getting shelled at the moment. This amount of Mamelukes, they're losing casualties. They are wasting the trebuchet is wasting a lot of ammo in trying to kill these guys. Oh, and this Nubian quilted infantry is kind of like fighting on two fronts. It's got troops trying to come through the gate here. And it's also got troops trying to surround it here at the top of the gate. A brutal fight. These men will go down fighting to the last man. For Mercuria. Hey, look at this. I mean, this little, like force over here. Oh, this is going to be a nasty hit. Oh, very nasty, very nasty. Yeah, that's going to do... This is why you don't blow up. This is what happens when you blow up. The artillery comes after you. But they didn't rout that unit, so that's very good. They did make a little push back here. Very nice. Artillery really needs to be shooting other things. I mean, shooting the cavalry, not a bad target, I guess. Shooting these Mamluks. Like I said, shooting things like swords or the tabaderie here. I mean, they've actually spaced out now, so I don't know if this is really worth it. Maybe, I guess it is. They're still not that spaced out. Shooting them certainly would be a good idea. I mean, the thing is, these dismounted Mamluks are also pretty good in combat. So I can see why he is wanting to shoot them, but it's just not worth it. I mean, what are the numbers looking like? 3,700 against 4,300. They're doing pretty well at the moment. The problem is, though, is that these Mercurians, like, have only killed off the first wave, and these are mainly the lighter stuff that they've killed off, like the light and medium stuff. The nasty stuff, like I said, the dismounted Mamelukes, the tabaderie, yet to still come in. They're going to have to pull off a bit of a miracle here. I mean, what's coming in next? We've got a tabaderie with silver chevrons coming in. That's a scary unit. I mean, at least they captured the gates back. I mean, this is very useful. Capture the gates back. This means these archer towers keep firing, just focusing down the infantry outside. They actually just these guys are just jabbing a wall. What a waste of ammo. So I need to be careful and pay attention to what's going on. Seems though Mercury, though, has been kicked back from the gate at the moment. I mean, though, he is winning in this fight here against the spears. With his Budner. Budner? Yeah, Buckner. Warband. It looks like they lost in the end. That's a shame, but they were very close to winning. I mean, they've got this unit pretty low. It does look as though the Mamluks are going to take this sort of corner of the lower section now. I would honestly maybe think about retreating. I mean, I don't know. You could think about retreating. It seems like these quilted spears here are in a pretty good position. So if they can hold the street here, they could fire archers over the top and just do a lot of damage. Artillery here yet to still fire. We've still got a catapult here yet to fire for the Mercurians. So that's good to see that they're holding some artillery in reserve. We're about to see it looks like we're about to see a spear unit bring up a ram. Seems like the Mamluks are being a bit impatient, and you know what? They want to ram down this gate and try and take it that way. I mean, it seems like they are struggling on the other fronts. Medium spears and the light melee infantry look like they're about to go over the walls. And here you go, Buckner Warband about to engage this light swords unit, once again. How they'll do? I think they'll do okay. I think these Buckner Warband have already been kicking back the Mamelukes since day one. Yes, if you want to support the channel in any other way, then feel free to go and check out my Instagram, go and check out my merch. All the links are in the description. More than welcome to go and check them out and support if you want to go and get yourself a bit of papal merch. Or maybe you want to just follow the Pope on his Instagram and go and see what else he's up to. Yeah, it seems as though actually these Buckner Warband may have been off more than they can chew this time. They are losing to these light melee infantry. I guess maybe just having the fresh numbers has helped. Oh, cavalry now inside, and we have Mamelukes now rear charging and doing a lot of damage to these these quilted infantry. They're not light melee at all. These are actually decent troops. These are some of the best troops that a Mercury can bring. And the Mamelukes are tearing them up. This is not a good sign. Now got infantry now engaged here, and the Mamelukes are charging into the back of infantry. This is not a good use of cavalry. Don't ever just charge in the back of your own infantry like this. Never works. You see now the archers coming into play. Like we said, they're going to just shoot into the backs of these units that are now engaged with the spear unit. And the spear's already starting to lose. Really, really good. These spear units are dying by like, it's dying 20, 30 men each time. Look at this. Each volley comes in, and it's like, just so much damage. Jabbies as well being thrown in and jabbing this cab. Really nice done. Look at that. Spear's gone. Now it's the swords next. I think instantly the players realize that that's not a good place to be fighting. The Mamluks here are just quite happy to keep killing these swords off. A real damn shame to see because these Nubians could have been useful. There you go, those swords are going to waver and break, unfortunately. But I'd start thinking about getting these other troops back. I mean, they now need to think about just retreating behind that spear line because, honestly, the cav is going to rip them up. I'd imagine it will. I mean, this one's going to break, but this one's going to win this fight here, and then it could just carry on down. You can see the Quiller infantry is returning. It looks like the Buckner Warband may be sacrificed, which is fair enough. They are pretty banged up at the moment. I mean, it looks like it's pretty bare on this side for infantry. I mean, they've got so many dismounted Mamluks, so that's the problem. So many dismounted Mamluks. I mean, how many do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these dismounted Mamluks. My God. Incredible amount of them. These are nasty units. God, infantry over here throwing javies. Not sure. I mean, it actually looks like they are getting decent kills. Hitting these Arab infantry here. This is, like we said, one of the better units that they have. I mean, they are trying to, I think, destroy this barricade. Don't know where these Nubian archers are going, but maybe they're trying to deal with the cav. Actually, has this cav just been defeated? Have they just defeated both the Mamluk cavalry units? I mean, there's one back here that's a fresh one, but I think they have actually defeated 2 Mamluk cavalry units there. Sword with the Archer Tower support, I think. Oh, and the sword is still alive. Oh my gosh. But get this sword unit back. It needs to, it's 98 men. It could actually be useful. But it is, like, very surprising to see how long Mercuria has, like, held and resisted at this one spot. But as you can see, they've actually had to retreat here. The barricade has been destroyed. Here we go. Oh, really nice hit there with the artillery. Just destroying the Mamluk assault. I mean, that's actually done a lot of damage. These guys are wavering already. 130 men. They've only lost 30 guys, and they're already thinking, you know what? This fight ain't for us. I mean, these spears should charge them. Oh, it's very narrowly missing them. There you go. In these guys go. They're going to start chopping heads. Straight off the shoulders of those Mercurians. They want some revenge after seeing their comrades get burnt alive. I don't think this unit's going to hold long, though, I imagine. I mean, I'll get some archer shots into the flank here. I know these are light melee, but shoot them up a little bit. They'll be fine. Yet to see... I mean, Tabadura is inside now, but yet to see it committed. We've got crossbows as well. Some mercenary Andalusian crossbows. We'll be interested to see how these guys do. You imagine they will... probably do pretty well. I mean, they armor piercing, but there isn't exactly many armor piercing units, or like armored units. Sorry. For Mercury, they've just got lots of light melee. Oh, really nice hits. Really nice hits. Onto the sword unit here. Musa al-Jund and Tabadura being hit. I mean, this is, like I said, a prime target to go for Tabadura here. It's just what you want to be taken out. Really is. Looks like we're going to see a Mamluk push up here. They're going to push up this flank here. I mean, the player is not being aware of this threat. Like, I mean, the Mamluks could just push straight up here. They need to get some spears into this choke point because otherwise they could just get attacked by cav, or they could just get surrounded. Anyway, this spear unit here is overcommitted. It's in real danger of being surrounded by cav.
This is shameful. Enemy units have been
But here we go. It looks like we're about to see the Mamluks go in. So here we go. The Mamluks going to go straight on. Are they going to go after the swords? Seems like a strange target. I mean, the spear's just there. Begging them here. They're actually currently rushing the crossbows. They're rushing infantry. Yeah, I mean, I think the Mamluks might deal with them. Yeah, here we go. They're going to put their dreams to bed of actually killing all this, these archers and swords out here. I mean, they are routing units, though, at these spears. But, yeah, here they come. In come the Mamluks. Oh, boy. It's a murder there. That's the death of that spear unit. Yep, Crawler's spears there, gone. And that's why they shouldn't have overcommitted. They should have just stayed in their little choke point, even if they just turned to face the Mamluks on their way. You can see there are some Sudanese sheikhs now being moved up. And we also got archers as well. They look like they're getting ready, Nubian archers, something they want to fire on these Mamluks. They need to get in this choke point and actually defend it, because right now, I mean, unless they want to allow the Mamluks to sort of flank in, maybe try and get some flanking shots on it, I don't know. A lot of equipment back here. In fact, even a bastion cannon. I feel like it's a little bit before its time, but glad that they didn't actually use it. That's good to see. Tower's being destroyed, though. Just kill a few of these spears, but not much. But yeah, I mean, they've held at this gate for a long, long time. They've done their best. They now need to retreat. They are running out of troops. The Sudanese, they are 2,700 Mercurians against 3,100 Mamluks, so it's very close. But Ban's power is still firmly in favor of the Mamluks at the moment. But these Tabadrea do look gorgeous. I mean, if I was the Mamluks here, I'd be charging into this tiny little sword unit right now. Cav here actually getting a pretty nasty charge off on the Quilted Spears. I am surprised. Here we go, another Cav charge coming in. Mamluks going to fly into these Mercurians, and they're probably going to kill these guys. These Nubian Quilted Infantry, yeah, I mean, they're breaking. There you go. And now there's another sword unit after that. I don't know if they'll hold. Archers after that. It looks like Mercuria is starting to crumble. They've just not got enough spears left to defend all these points. I mean, they need some spears from over here really to transfer to the other side. Yeah, they're like stacking up the spears here. They're like, we've got spears for days, boys. And really they don't. Damage now, settlement is at 6%, so that's -1 morale for the defenders, along with -1 melee attack and melee defense. So it's starting to stack up now as that damage.
Our men return to the fight.
Not much. I mean, you can see it's slowly burning, though. I mean, will it spread down the city? It could do. You can see it get quite high. Infantry struggle now taking place in this choke point here. Tabadarea being sent in.
Men are running. Stand and fight, damn you.
Swinging their big axes. I mean, these axes are what you need to get through spear lines. Axes and shocking, which you do really, really well in fighting spears. And you can see that is what they're doing right now. You can see there's a sword unit that's been left in charge defending this artillery piece. I mean, you can see the quilted sword. I doubt will hold very long against the things like the Mamluks, but we'll see. The artillery here is just desperately trying to fire for him. It's all its ammunition. Outside shooting just like these spears, the general, just shoot anything. But yeah, we're about to see, I think, a Cav charge here. We've got Tabadarea as well chasing against the spears, but there goes the Cav. Wasn't the greatest charge in the world. Didn't actually knock him down, but it should be enough, I imagine. Yeah, the spears, the swords here, sorry, are losing. If they could get shot in the back, that would help. The artillery, I mean, could the artillery just like focus this Cav down at like point blank range? I don't know. Maybe. Would be impressive. Oh, the sword's getting shot in the back by the Mamelukes. That's really nasty. And that's probably going to just quicken the death of that sword unit. We've now got the Tabadrea over here fighting against spears. This needs to be a prime target now for Mercuria to focus down. Focus down this Tabadrea and you could slow down that infantry assault quite quickly. I'm expecting another cavalry charge in a moment here from these Mamluks on these swords just to finish them off, to be honest. But yeah, this artillery, I mean, I don't know where it's doing. It's just doing circles at the moment, just trying to shoot something. But I mean, you can shoot this general. I mean, it is possibly general sniping, but you might need it. You might need a general snipe right now. Turn this around. I mean, numbers not looking good now. 2,100 against 2,900. But the Arabian infantry there just routing to the Mushad al-Jund. And now they're moving up. I mean, there's Beja Bowman here. Plenty of ammo. They need to get back. Got some Arab infantry as well. Slingers. There's artillery all in this front line. What is going on? They've got javies, all sorts being thrown in. The Tabadar is starting to lose here, though. This is always a good sign. Not so much on this side. They are winning. Like I said, they need to be a prime target. They need focusing down. They need shooting a lot. There you go. The artillery has been silenced. That's a shame. Shame did not get used earlier. They maybe should have just been firing on blobs, but yeah, it's hard to say like when to use artillery. You can always if and but when to use it to make sure you use all the ammo, but sometimes you just don't get it all used up. Now Fatoons coming in, they'll be exciting to see in combat. I'd maybe throw them into this choke point here, or maybe into the choke point over here, just like at the main center. That would be a really nice spot. We're gonna see some Nubian archers get thrown down. They actually have shields. Kind of cool.
Our men have rallied.
The Nubians just running into the Mashal al-Jun. I mean, this is a weakened unit, but still winning. There you go, Tabadar is finally. I mean, it seems like they can only take on one unit then at a time, maybe, or just like one unit. Because instantly on the next unit, they struggled. And this is a quilted sword unit, so I mean, it's okay, but it's like we said, Mercury is not like insanely heavily armored. So it seems like the Tabadar is like just a one-use sort of unit. Unless it's taking on another weakened unit, I presume. Doing a pretty good job of killing this unit. Oh, the Nubian infantry here. I mean, I don't know if these axes are getting getting shot as well. They might do, but this is the final cap point, by the way. So it does end up in a one, sort of almost like a one choke point, maybe two choke points. But yeah, actually, these Tabadar are getting focused down by Nubian archers here. Well, actually, they're shooting the light melee infantry behind, so maybe they're not. Maybe the Tabadar are actually just not as good as I thought. Maybe I'm just getting like Medieval 2 vibes of them being insanely good, and they're just not that great. I don't know, but with the general over here, Nubian Bucellarii, needs to be getting ready. He needs to get over here, ready for a charge. Because, oh boy, the Mamluks have broken through. They've finally done it. There's just a little bit of Arabian infantry that's rallied, but that is it. It seems as though they're starting to break through. You got even dismounted Mamluks now being thrown in here against the Arabian infantry. That's wavering. I mean, that's actually wavering really high. 103 men. Jeez, they are breaking quickly. 9% now, -2 morale, -2 melee defense and attack. Yeah, this army is actually just breaking. This army here, Nubian Bucellarii at 61 out of 70, breaking. These guys just, yeah, they've run out. Army loss is starting to take effect, and they're just chain routing. And that's a shame to see, because they were doing really well up until this point, were both Nubian players. So there's only going to be one Nubian player left, and he's going to have to pull off a bit of a miracle. Sudanese sheikhs here might be about to get thrown in against the Mamelukes. See ourselves a bit of a cav fight. Here we go. I go after the general. This general's begging to be hit. Or maybe not. I mean, he's definitely, I feel like him ready to be hit. Oh, cav going in here. Decent charge as well. Into the flank of this quilted infantry. Yeah, here we go. We're going to see a charge into the gen. And the gen's going to respond with a charge. Really nice. I mean, I'd imagine if left undisturbed, the Sudanese Sheikh should win. Heavy shock cav against a heavy hybrid shock. Enemy general's dead. Look at that already. He died so quickly. My gosh. I guess this Sudanese general, Sudanese Sheikhs now, mission success. They can die here happily. They killed the gen. I mean, it's a little late because it would have been better if they could have done it earlier and just like cut off his head out here. But because that would have done a lot of damage to morale. But hey, you can't ask for everything. At least they got one of the generals. It's gonna be a bit of a brutal fight. Now got a Naftunes over here. They're about to throw their Naftunes in, aren't they?
Men have given up and are running for their lives.
I want to see these Naftunes blow up some Nubians. Oh, here we go.
Our advantage has been lost.
Here we go. Oh boy, yeah. The fiery balls of destruction. The medieval grenade being used. Naftunes getting rushed now by quilted swords. They're having these guys are very vulnerable. Don't leave these guys in combat. They are not that good in combat. I mean, I just sent in the dismount of Mamluks or something like that. Oh, they've actually managed to stop this unit with a trebuchet crew. That is unfortunate. I'd be pissed now if I'd seen that. But it does seem as though they're now breaking through over here. The Tabitari didn't make it through. I don't know if they actually killed the swords off or someone else. But we actually have got another general as well. Another Mamluk general rushing up, taking out these Nubian archers. A general has been killed. Oh, he got sent in. Oh, and he got sent in and blown up by Mamluks. Okay. I didn't see that coming. And there you go. So the Mamluks are going to be victorious here again. They are going to vassalize the Kingdom of Mercuria and put in their own puppet. And they will control Eastern Africa along with North Africa. And there you go. That is the siege well and truly over. A valiant defeat for the Kingdom of Mercuria. They did a lot of damage, to be fair, to the Mamluks. They killed off a decent amount of troops. Like, I mean, the Mamluks lost a good 3,600. They killed a lot of troops at these Mercurians. So good to see that they're actually kind of a viable faction. Certainly in a siege. Certainly against, like, maybe other factions like the Mercurians. Certainly they do pretty well. But yeah, let's quickly go over some of these unit kills. And let's see who did the best. I mean, this was sent in by Sacek, so thank you very much for him for sending this in. We'll look from his army first. 222 kills with this Buckner warband here. Incredible. 205 with another one here. I mean, they may have been killing off lights, but still very nicely done. Nubian colored infantry, 256 kills, 173 with another, 141 with the Nubian archers, 229 kills with another Nubian archer here, and his cav getting 95 kills. Then we got Cyrus playing as the other Kingdom of Mercuria, 114 kills with his quilted spears, 109 kills with his frontier guardsmen. His Arab infantry not getting too many kills. His Nubian archers 220 kills, slingers 54. His cav, which he had an incredible amount of cav actually, jeez, 98 kills with his Elodian heavy cav. But yeah, had a lot of cav. Shame it did not get that greatly used. Trebuchet getting 106 kills. Then we have Frigel playing as one of the Mamluk armies, losing most of his like swords here. But yeah, most of his army, the rest of it came out pretty much untouched. Well, as far as Cav and Tabdarir. But his general getting 203 kills. His spears not really seeing any action. 88 though for this one. 104 kills with the swords. Here's the best of the bunch. His dismounted Mamluks getting 139 kills. Tabdarir getting 265 kills. Very nice. Mamluks getting 189 and 277 kills. And then we have Jakku playing as the other Mamluk army, losing most of his army here. Had a brutal fight he did. 110 kills with his spears, 119 with another one there, 144 with the Gen, 132 kills with his Mushat al-Jund, 103 kills with his light swords here, 258 kills with the dismounted Mamelukes, 136 with the Tabdarir, his Cav getting 209 kills, his Nafsoon's getting 90 kills, and his Trebuchet getting 200 kills. But there you go, guys. That is today's siege. The siege of Dongola went as history planned it to go. A Mameluke victory. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you want to see more 1212 AD sieges, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and comment show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one.